Anyway, sorry. Welcome back to TerraTech. Sorry, I fucking love this intro. Absolutely fantastic. Also, I don't know what the hell this thing is, but it looks awesome. I'm gonna guess it's one of the updated AI models. Looks really good, actually. Anyway, last time I was here, I was actually going in through R&D labs. And I was messing with some of the creations. Well, wasn't messing with them. I was building some. And I built a Zeppelin, and it turned out alright. I believe it should still be in here, actually. Yeah, right here. I don't think I finished it. Or maybe I did. I don't remember. Either way, I don't really care for it all that much. And today I wanted to build something else. Oh, that's right. I was working on that, that space satellite. Yeah! There we go. Look at this little thing. Do I have sky anchors for this thing? No, not yet. Alright, so I have a universal gravity bubble around everything. I wanted to add some more anti-grav, though. At least on the wings out there. I don't need the crazy ones, I just need a little one. Should be plenty. Right there. Or, alternatively, I could make it look nice by... Oh, where did that go? Right there. Just taking that out entirely, and rotating this to where it is not going to fit. Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, Okay, well that makes it a little more challenging, which is fine, I guess. Let me get a geocore. GSU? Nope, it was something SCU, sorry. There we go. Little brain fry, I haven't played TerraTech in a couple days. Well, in reality, it's been about a week and a half. Love this game, though. It will always be a favorite. I used to watch Latham play these games all the time. I need to watch some more of his stuff. I wonder if he still uploads. I haven't watched it in forever. Anyway, back to anti-grav. Let's see what we got. I could just put these at the corners, which, honestly, it looks fine, and I'm okay with it. I'll just put, yeah, put on the outside like that. It's probably a little more power, but it looks just about the same, so I don't really care. Yes. Okay, so I wanted this to be kind of like, I had an idea when I was at work the other day, and I was thinking that I wanted like a Titanfall-ish kind of build, where I could just hit a button and drop off a bunch of tech. The only issue with that is, if you look at the settings over here, you go to controls, and we go to, where's it at? We have detonate explosive bolts. There is no, like, here, I'll need to open up this. Go to explosive bolts. See, we'll get 2 of them right here. Okay, not right now. Stop it. Bad. There we go. So we can connect 2 of these, but they're both on the exact same, like, detonation key. So I can't change... Oh, it blew off my gravity things. Fuck. Alright, I can't change when they go off, so in order for me to actually properly build techs, which, mind you, they'll have to be all the same techs as well, otherwise it's going to make the typical, the actual build itself lopsided, and then it'll be a pain in the ass to keep it up in the air, which I'm not trying to do right now. But that's a whole nother thing on its own. Speaking of which, before I get all the way into this, let me get some of these linear motion things up. Need to go up like that. Put them like this. Oh, put them all around it too. Nope, down. 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 Okay, there we go. One more. Go. And what these do is these help the tech actually go up in the air on their own. I believe, anyway. Yeah, throttle motion along a linear axis. Up, down, left, or right, or forwards, all that. Yeah, they just help the things stay up in the air, and if you have enough of them on a tech, it'll actually kind of pull the tech up in the air on their own. They are very, very nice. I might actually surround these anti-gravs with a few anyway. A couple extra, help it stay a little bit. This is going to be a pretty large tech. Definitely don't plan on using this in the normal game mode anymore, at least for now. I just want to kind of play around, see what I can build in this mode with R&D for a little bit, and then I'll go from there. Maybe I'll play the normal mode again if I can get one of my buddies on. Speaking of which, if any of you want to play TerraTech, just leave a comment, reach out. I'll send you a friend request on Steam or something. We can play some TerraTech. That'd be fun. Anyway, besides that, now I need to put in some gyro. And this is going to be the annoying part. I might just wait until later to do that, because these are going to be really annoying to put in, honestly. Damn. Alright. I could do it like that as well, though. Do something like this, maybe? And that should be more than enough, I hope. It probably won't be, knowing my luck, but maybe it'll be fine. Could actually do a second layer. Might as well, right? Just throw a bunch of these on. Boom. That should be enough gyros to keep this thing steady for a while. Anyway. Next, I'm going to need a sky anchor. For this one, I'm actually going to use the normal Better Future one. I normally like the chained one, but for this tech on its own, I feel like it just needs the sky anchor. Oof. Which I don't believe it can go up just yet. I kind of feel it kind of wants to, but it can't. That's fine though. I'll put some thrusters on it later. For now, it can just chill right here. It doesn't even have any power yet, so none of these anti-grav are actually on, because I don't have any solar panels hooked up to it. Speaking of which, can I shove these under here? Oh, I can. That right there, that right there, that right there. That'll head over here as well. Those three. Up here and do it. Come on, get back there. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Now, obviously, I am going to need some more of these in the future, but for now, it's not an issue. Solar panel-wise, I mean. I kind of want to... Which way is forward for me? I don't even know. So forward is this way. Okay. I'm going to put a little indicator for me right now. Cool. Sorry. Damn, hold on. Whew, damn, alright. We'll just put this over here to indicate that that's forward. I'll remove it later, obviously. Right now it's fine, though. Oh, look, it kind of floats now. Look, there's so much anti-gravity, it can actually kind of go off on its own. It has no control, but it does go, which is perfect. Now, the question is how high will it go before the anchor stops it? I would imagine, like, 90, 95? 85. That's not bad without any propulsion at all. That's just with anti-grav. So that's already kind of how I want it. Oh, it went back down to 80. 79? Oh, it's kind of going down a little bit. It's weird. I'm gonna keep going down. I imagine it'll stop around 70. Let's see. But now the linear motion works, so I can push these up without even actually using any thrusters. Yeah. That should definitely stop around 90 then, right? Oh, it's going back up. Sorry, I'm very fascinated by this. I've never actually done a build like this before. I've had Hovercraft, but I've never actually done, like, something like this. I've mainly done, like, helicarrier type builds. But that's fine. Anyway, from here... See, now my main question is, I don't know if I want to have the drops on the ends, or if I want to have it in the center. I'm kind of thinking down here I might have... I shouldn't have to worry about enemies, but I feel like I should still put up, like, shields and stuff. Also, I'm going to close off the rest of these hallways that I've built. Those don't go all the way over. It looks kind of sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. These go too far over. That works, but it looks kind of sloppy still. Damn, dude. Why? Why are you like this? Oh, these will actually work. Hold on. Saw it for a second. Nope, that's too far over. Right there. Now I should be able to put a panel, and that looks all right, I think. Now I could do this and then build a floor on top of this, but I'm not sure if that's what I want to do just yet. It would have to be like that, but I can still see a gap. That's really gonna annoy me. Oh, and there's a hole right there too. I didn't even notice that. All right. Well, I'll figure something out for this. I think I might just pull. I don't know. I really don't. Huh. I wonder. So, first off, let's just go through some of the stuff. What would look nice on a build like this? Gigaplasma. What is this thing? That's a whole... What? It's like a fucking Goku Kamehameha. Kamehameha, sorry. Obviously, I've seen these ones before. They kind of loop around and... Yep. Load back up, do that, which looks nice. However, here we go. Anti-air repulsor cannon. How do these work? Ground-to-air anti-aircraft weapon. It's causes no damage but have a high impact force. Huh. These might actually be the ones that I use, I'm not gonna lie. But it looks like I can't put them on the bottom, which kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping I could place them on the bottom like that, and they would be able to shoot down. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to do that, which is alright, but it's gonna be a little annoying in the future. I also would like to build up this shell a little more as well, so I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, here's an idea. Yeah, what if I... No, because I tried that with the helicarrier. So, they have these... Here, let me just show you. They have these rings that you're supposed to be able to... Right here. The air receivers. And you would think that anything that's above it would shoot directly into this, no matter how far down it goes, but in reality, it only shoots down, like, 8 blocks. I should say 8 4x4, like, geocore blocks. It's not very big. Which makes these things kind of useless, and you might as well just, I don't know. They're really unreliable, and I wouldn't mess with them all that much, unless you have like a altitude setter, which I don't know if that's in the game or not. Let's just see real quick. most I can think of would be this, and I don't know how you would actually use that. I'm not sure how it actually works, I'm not gonna lie. To a signal value. Well, I don't know how that works. Maybe I'll look it up, maybe I'll do something with it later, but for right now, I don't really think I need that. And I'm gonna build my shell a little bit. So just start doing that. That looks nice. How did I just, yeah. Something like this. There we go. Look at that. I like that. Do like this. Push. Push. Pull them in. Kinda, if I can. That. Getting about 1 block of extra room. Sure. Like that. Help keep it nice and symmetrical. And something like that should be alright for right now. I obviously will tweak with it the further I get into the build, but for right now, that is enough. Now for my next question, will these overlap and connect up top? Perfect. That's all I need. So obviously in real life, these fucking hallways would be absolutely titanic, considering that a machine gun in this game is about the size of a person. So in reality, you'd be able to fit a whole cab actually driving through here. So we can actually try that right now. And in theory, this thing should actually just be able to straight up drive around. Here. And it should be able to drive through the hallway. Which I find kind of funny. Yeah, it can. It can just strip drive around. So that is actually a fun little thing. I was actually experimenting a long time ago with builds that would fully... Sorry, let me just update this real quick. That would actually fully, like, what's the word? Kind of cover a new tech. I had a whole APC-ish build that I had built, where it had the anchor blocks from, the anchored fort blocks from Hawkeye. It was the fort block. I cannot talk, I'm so sorry. Fort blocks, it was the wide fort ramps, yeah. And I had like 2 of them, and then you would drive up in the back, and then they don't have any hydraulic blocks in this game, sadly, so I couldn't actually seal it in, but I like the way it looked. Either way, I'm gonna see if I can try to do something with driving around in this at some point. We'll see. Come on. That'll work. That. This side. That. Like that. Okay. Come on. There we go. That. Perfect. Alright. Do something like that. Then that looks all right, I think. See, now that looks kind of sloppy, and I don't know how I'm going to fix that. I don't know what I want to do with this. So I could put like a big wall there, but I feel like these corner panels, some would need to come out anyway. So let's try this. Let's try like that. Let's see if I can do some weird little movement that kind of connects these. I might need to pull out the windows entirely right there. Just see if I can get these to fit. Something like that, but then these are open. Which I guess I gotta put these back, but... Will those go over? Nope, it's only one now. Look at that. I'm messing everything up. Struggles, man. Struggles. Nope, nope, that's not what I want to do. It's huge. Okay. See, I could do that, but it still looks really scuffed. And I like the window design. That's the thing. So I like the look of the windows, but I don't know how I'm gonna actually use these. Man. Okay, that doesn't remove anything here. Let me do anything else. If I lay these down, will they look any different? Can I not lay them down? Go down. You're not going down, are you? Alright. There we go. I saw it for a second. There we go. Right there. Boom. Okay, well that solves one. Can I put this up like right here? I'll at least be kind of happy if I can get that up somehow. You know what? That's good enough. I'm okay. I'm happy with that. And I'll have this be open as well. That. Get rid of that. Put in this. And you know what? I'm okay with that. As long as I can still drive around a little cabin there, I think I'll be happy. Sorry, I'm just looking at all of this. Very curious as to how I'm going to get this to work. I might need to pull out these solar panels. Actually, I'm going to move them out now. I'm just going to move them out here for right now. It's going to be a little wonky, a little lopsided, but I'll mess with it later. I do want this to stay up in the air, though, just so I can look for how it'll actually feel to use. Feel for how it actually looks. Sorry, I said that fucking backwards. I promise I'm not dyslexic. Alright. Okay. I can do this. I can deal with this. So. Pull these off. All of them. Like that. Get over here. Grab these window panels and put these all in. My bad. Go. Boom. 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 Okay. That looks alright. Now I'm gonna come over here, get this extended window panel, and just kind of shove it underneath. And that should be the look that I want. Come on. One more. Is that it? I feel like that's too far down now. No, it's just the back right there, so it's like right there. I think. Oh. Fucking with me, you're fucking with me. Right there. Also, where did that other window panel that I just had go? Whatever, I guess. Okay, so this should line up right there. I see it. Okay. So we'll slide that right there. Boom. And then right here. Boom. We'll grab one of these little extenders and put that right there and there. Okay. Now that I have some more room, I would like to build up a little more with these panels. So I'd like to try and build up a little more with these panels. Give me a corner piece for these panels right here. Thank you. That. And then that. I might actually just remove these. And then try to build a second floor, maybe? Because, I mean, these are still pretty big. There should be more than enough room for a cat to drive in and out. Let me just check again, just to be sure. So, Geocore. Ooh, not Geocore. I keep saying that. It's GSU. Sorry. Alright, so we should be able to slide this right under, and it should be plenty of room to go drive around in this thing. In theory, right? Yeah. I like that. I like that. You. Boop. Alright. So, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to build a ramp that goes up into this. So, get all blocks, go to a small ramp. And I think I'm just, actually, I'm going to get the medium ramp. And I'm just going to put it on both sides. Where is it? It's not Better Future. It is... Am I in Better Wheel? Yeah. Sorry. Right there. That I actually don't think is high enough. That is high enough though. So put you in the middle. One space from that, so we'll do it over here as well. A large ramp. Move it around and do one space from there. Come on. Boom. Go. Okay. And I might actually try to utilize the windows out here as well, but we'll see. Yes, I need to do that. Boom, boom. I like that. All right. Where do we go from here? I need curved, a couple panels, just kind of help this thing look a little more realistic in a sense. Boom, boom. Fight me today. Come on. Awesome. Right. Now the rest of these can be windows. Actually, before I do that, let me get the flooring set up. So we'll use these. We'll use these walls. How about that? These should work well enough, I hope. Something like that. But I shouldn't move these all the way over like that. Otherwise, it's going to create a little space where I'm not going to be able to do anything. Should be able to put two down like that. And that should be enough to get up, I think. And then I'll close off the top here. Wait, this, please just line up the right way. Thank you. Alright, I like the way that looks. Now I'm gonna seal in this top part. Something like that. Doom. I'll just put it in there. Boom, look at that. Now that looks nice. I like the way that looks. It's all pretty much symmetrical. There's a couple little things here and there, which I don't really like. Hold on. So Geocore has these little bumpers right here, which will not fit right there. Awesome. Perfect. It's so great. Anyway, that looks good for now. Let me take a snapshot of this. Overwrite. Yep. Okay. So this is all pretty much sealed. I'm not planning on having this thing be a combat craft, so I'm gonna kind of leave no weapons on it, which might be a mistake in the future, but like I said, it's merely supposed to be a deployment craft, so if I end up needing weapons, I think I did something wrong. As for what I am going to be dropping, I really don't know. I want to do something light, but at the same time, I feel like if it's too light, it'll end up dying too easily. It doesn't necessarily need to be a flying craft, but it would be kind of cool. Okay, let's see what we have for wheels first off. I really don't know. So I could do something like this. These are going to be really heavy, though. Also, just now saw, if I do something like this. Boom. Boom. A little bit more power. You. Sorry, better future. So we're gonna. And I kind of like the way that looks, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah. There we go. So we have these last couple ones to deploy and see how that looks. I really like that. That looks good. I wish they had like an extra long version of these, but I don't believe that is a thing in the game. Yeah, I'm not really tapered. Low day buffet. Sorry, hold on. Um, um, I'm still figuring out what I want to do with this end piece, though. I don't know if I want to make it like a tankish thing, or if I want to make like some kind of light flying vehicle, or I don't know. Oh, also, let me test the driving of this guy. There. Switch to him. Boom. Fly to the outside, because normally this guy would be inside to begin with. Okay, well, that's gonna be a little annoying. There we go. Ah, I see. This is why I test, because look at that. Boom. Click this out. We'll also take the one on this side out. Boom. Now, I should be able to drive up and around a little bit of this theory, right? Okay, on second thought, I might need to just go like that. Or, alternatively, I won't be able to go up here at all because it's too skinny. I can kind of wedge it in if I build it, if I use the build mode, sorry. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. I just feel like it looks kind of scuffed. Either way, I think it's impressive that I can fit a whole little cabin here. Usually my texts are so dense that I cannot do that. Anyway. For flight blocks, let's see what we have. I could try to build like little detachable helicopters. That might actually be good. Here, let me try that. Right on the ends. Actually, you know what? I'll have 2 helicopters and I'll have like 2 ground vehicles. How does that sound? And then I'm also probably going to have some on the very bottom. And we'll have some, you know, we'll have them around. We'll have them like up here. I'm needing some repair projectors, at least around the bottom where I have these things. Like right there and right there. Probably also have one right there, there, and right there. Perfect. Oh, we started taking damage from the explosive bolts. So, now we see if anything breaks. No. But there is some damage, which is expected, but also not very good. It was more damage than I was thinking it was gonna be. I can't spell explosive, apparently. Look at me go. Yeah, this did some damage. I can't be using that. You know what? Let's use Venture. Just kind of pop them out and away from me, and that's exactly what I need. It'll just kind of shoot them out away from my tech without doing that much damage. The goal isn't to, like, break pieces of my tech off, and that's exactly what that last one was doing. At least it was trying to, anyway. Which is not what I'm looking for. Save this. But this is why we test. We get to catch things before it's too late. As for now, yes, I want to build a Hawkeye helicopter. Now, the issue with this is I don't even know how to build a Hawkeye helicopter to begin with. Let alone a helicopter in general. So I'm going to have to come down here and actually start building my own helicopter. We'll use the Hunter cab. Oh, I may have lost it. Come back. Okay. Let me grab a SCU. Get rid of some of these parts. Damn, there's a lot of stuff. Yep, just grab all that. Yep. Perfect. Anyway, helicopter. So I have no clue how to build a single one of these. I do believe I have one from when I played the game forever ago, and I got one from the actual Hawkeye mission, but I don't believe I have it saved. Oh, that's unfortunate. I already have one. Damn, it's expensive. Sorry. And then my big ass ones were 3.7 million. Jesus, dude. That's insane. I'm sorry, that's just crazy. Oh, here's the APC. We're 3.4 million. Yeah, I used to play this game a lot. I had some pretty cool builds. I don't really do it anymore, though. Well, that's a lie. I'm getting back into it now. Anyway, flight blocks. Let's go to Hawkeye. I know they have a helicopter. That's a fucking massive blade. You know what? Let's get the body set up first, and then we'll put the blade on last. How about that? So for a normal helicopter, they usually have like little skids out the sides. So we'll put something like that. Let's see how that works. Skids. So that might be too big. I don't know. Why doesn't it face down? Yeah. I feel like that's too big. That doesn't really fit what I'm trying to get here. Can I get one that fits on 2? Yeah. Did these fold down too? Because these are going to be awesome if they fold down. Go to helicopter. I don't believe they do. That's fine. What about small skids? What do we have for these? Oh, these look nice. They're a little more conservative. That might be too light, though, for what I'm trying to build. So something like this. And maybe I'll have one in the back. These look kind of wonky, though. Let me move a block up. Right there. Or something. Why weird? There we go. It still looks a little wonky, but it's not as bad. Especially if I were to... Okay, well, God damn it. That does it. There we go, something like that. What about for other corporations? What do we have for skid blocks? I don't care for any of those, I'm not gonna lie. The Geocore looks the best. Or Geocore. Hawkeye. This is gonna be a really weird looking helicopter. This cab is really awkward looking. I could alternatively just say screw it and then start with this instead and have a slightly larger helicopter. At least then it would be a little more symmetrical. So let's try that out. Can you please just... Why? Why must I fight you just to get on the fucking line? Thank you. Okay. Put it like... that, and like that. Back down to skid blocks. Okay. Looks a little bit better. Now the only issue is that the cab looks really weird. I might try to move this to the back and have a, like, one large skid in the front. How does that look? Why are you sideways? I don't understand. Do you have to go on the side like that, though? Do you really... I don't know how I'm going to make this work. It just feels really wonky. Obviously, this was the ideal hunter cap, right? So, I'm going to have to do something that... Let's just try it like this, you know? A helicopter shape, something like that. Maybe like a couple wings, like right there. I don't know. And then like a tail back here, right? Maybe something like that works. Flight. That's a massive river. Okay. There's something in there for helicopters, is there? No, definitely not. Alright. Why? Why must it be so weird? I could do it like that, but that feels wrong. Let's just check. So what do we have for helicopter? Because I don't have a gyro. Yeah, I know. So let's just take a couple of these, like this. Okay, you know, it kind of works. But I don't have a way to move forward now. Okay. Adjustment thruster. Now, when I go forward, it should actually go forward, though, right? Or not. Not gonna lie, I don't know why it's doing that. It should be up, down, then AD, right? I'm not gonna lie, I might need to actually go in the workshop to figure out how a helicopter works in this game. I have zero clue as to how I'm gonna make this work. Let's see if I can find anything. Techs off the workshop. I have 2 techs. What is this Japanese thing? A little tubby. Uh-huh. So if I come over here, just go to workshop. Go to helicopter. There's not even a section for helicopter. I can't spell. I am so sorry. Heavy. See, this looks nice. How come I can't do something like this? Okay, let me steal your design real quick. I need to see how you operate. This too. Yeah, let me get a couple of them. Whatever. Because if I can't build these, I'm just not gonna do a heli on the side. Yeah. Okay. What the fuck? How come whoa, okay, that's not it. How do I turn on the helicopter? Lift this page up and page down. Ooh, that's weird. Not gonna lie, that feels like a bit of control. Okay, I understand. So, let me go back down. So you operate because you have a propeller on the top and a propeller in the middle. Now, if we take you apart, what else is in? You have 1 gyro. What's that? twin block, okay. Looks like all this is a gyro and a jet, and then this, obviously, so... I have a basic idea. I really don't like the way that looks. It might just be me. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do a helicopter. I don't know. Flying vehicles in this game are just really annoying to build. How much time do I have in this video? Sorry, about an hour. I don't know. Because this works, but it's fucking confusing. Can I control these? No, I cannot. So I need one normal and... Actually, I don't even need them to be normal. I can just have two together. Although it would be helpful if I had one normal so I could build with it somehow. I cannot talk. I am so sorry. It would help if I had one normal, at least that way I could help. I need a cab on it so I can help myself build it. Kind of like how they had it. I might try to copy that. That. Unmove you. Yep. Okay. It'll break. Small. Anyway, here we go. Something like this. Right. Put a gyro in the center of it. I don't need two. One should be enough. It's not going to be great. Well, it is bigger than that. I'll put in two. How do these work? Let me put these on instead. Let me put the Seekers on. It fits. It feels like it fits more for these anyway. Why would I want them backwards upside down? See, that already looks, feels a little bit better. I kind of want it like Apache style as well, where it has a gun in the front, kind of built in. Let's see what we got here with other blocks. A repeater rifle might work. I feel like I need something higher caliber, and this is too big. That's fucking massive. A slinger? That's a little bigger, but it still feels too big. No, I don't need I need something that can move. That is huge. Dear God. That's even bigger. That's the same exact thing, isn't it? Yeah, that is. You know what? Okay. You know what? I can do that. That'll work. What else is there, actually? I'm just curious. See, this would be good. If I could fit this in the bottom of a craft, that would be good. But I'm trying to make something a little bit smaller-ish. So, can't do that for now. This isn't going to be like a main thing. This is just going to be like a, how do I put it? Sorry, I'm like really focused. This isn't going to be like a main vehicle that it has, fuck. I'm thinking about like 3 different things at once. I am so sorry. This is not going to be a vehicle that you have deployed completely by itself as the main vehicle that you go around with. This will be something that you put in pairs or as a defense vehicle. That's exactly how it's supposed to be as well. So, that's fine. Flight. That's too big. That's even bigger. What the fuck? I like that one now. That's the same exact one that this guy uses, right? Yep, yes it is. You already know. Now see, that makes me wonder. Could. I could. You're a heli. So, what gives you acceleration? Kind of like the thing for this. I totally don't have a fucking prop on this thing. It's like, why isn't that going up? It's stupid. Alright, we'll do this. Oh, never mind. It's actually too big for right now. So, here. And that looks alright, I think. It's a little wonky. Okay, it's really wonky, sorry. And I might need another gyro. Scratch that, I think I need another gyro on it to fly properly. Okay, so let's go to put another gyro in the back of this thing. Just remove this, put this in spot. I mean, it's definitely like a acquired feeling, but you could 100% use this. I mean, it works, just not that well. Can I put another gyro on the back? I don't want it to be pulling as hard forward as it is. That's the thing. See, I don't know why it's doing it. It just is yanking to the front. I don't know. But it flies in a relatively straight line, which is fine. It's just weird. I just need some skids on this thing, and then it'll work, I guess. There we go. Let's see, I mean, that works. It's a little front heavy, I say, as it fucking yanks the back as hard as it possibly can. Hold up. There is a weighted block that I know that Geocore had one. Let me just scroll back up. Ah, mass wildfire. Okay. Are there any other? Nope. That's fucking off. Okay. Damn, it's a big ass gun. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. I'll call it like a jerry-rigged helicopter. I should also add, none of these vehicles I'm going to be adding are going to have any kind of way to repair or block damage, so that's it. I'm not trying to do that just yet. I might do that in a later video if I'm able to build more of these things and kind of get them better together, but for now, that's not my goal. I'll leave one of the cabs on just so I can mess with them if I feel like it. I think one AI and one normal is enough. Yeah, I mean, it's got plenty of missiles, and it's also got this unguided one here in the front. I don't know if it works. I don't even see it shoot. Yeah, so I think it's... Yeah, it's the one at the bottom of it. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So I have some heli. I might actually just put these on in a later video. Like I said, it's kind of a lot, and I don't know if I want to do that right now. Damn, dude. Already an hour in. Okay. First off, let me go back up there. Just that and that. Let me see first off if I can even deploy the helis onto this. I can't. Okay, so that makes everything a little bit more challenging as well, because I can't just deploy them directly onto the bolt themselves. Which is really annoying. Damn, dude. Is there some kind of docking port? No. It's like being a massive pain in the ass. What about, like, is there like a... There's only block magnets. I was hoping maybe there's like a tech magnet or something. That's not it. See, this just makes everything like way harder than I thought it was going to be. I'll tell you what, I'll come back to this. This specific build. I'm gonna try doing something different for right now. Yeah. I want to build an anti-air gun. Let's just say that. Alright, because there's been a lot of anti-air vehicles, or sorry, a lot of air vehicles in the game in general. And that needs to be fixed. So I'm over here with the Bruiser. 2 Hawkeye, all blocks. Is there a cab block? No, it doesn't have one. That's fine. Doesn't need to be that big. Anti-air in real life isn't that big either. We'll do something like this. But then we'll shoot off the sides like that as well. Kind of fully surround everything. Wheel blocks. Small track. That's weird. That's way too big. These just feel weird. I don't know how to feel about these things. Is there some kind of armor they have? That's my camp split. Armor. I mean, like, they look better than these. I'll take it. The blocks. There's garrison heroes, which is still kind of wonky. Looks more like an APC with this one, which is not what I'm going for. I kind of want like a Russian-ish kind of tank. Oh, never mind. Whoops. Damn. All right. Fuck it. I want a couple of these, so I'm gonna have to make this thing a little bit bigger than I was planning on it being. That's fine, man. Whatever. Boom. Okay. That's not terrible. Like I said, bigger than I was expecting it to be, but it's not bad. I wouldn't call it bad at all. But since it is so big, that means I can add some thick-ass armor to it. So I'm gonna go straight to the fort walls with this one. See what I can do. Boom. Something like... This thing is huge. Yeah, ironically enough, that is close to the fucking dimensions that I want. It's kind of funny. Yeah, that does not fit. It's fine. That would have been way, way too good if it fit, like, the way I wanted it to. Should I do up-angled armor or down? Switch back as well. So like that. We'll do medium up, down. That I did. Come on. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Nope. Stop it. Why are you gonna fuck with me like this? Stop. Boom, 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 boom. While I'm over here, I'm gonna go back up to the top. Just pop these right there. We'll do something like that. Now it's got like a turtle-ish kind of design, which is kind of good looking. I like it, I'm not gonna lie. However, I feel like it hangs down, or hangs up too high, actually. And I don't know how I'm gonna make it look lower, but that would be actually looking weird. So I can try something like this. I might get that to work. Maybe something like that with a couple 2x2s inside like that. Oh, where'd that go? Go right there, buddy. Maybe something like this. Then I'll actually connect it right there like that as well. It's actually quite fast as well. Not a intentional design. So what do we have for anti-air? Let's just go. Oh, I hit my Screenshot button by accident. For air. See, I know there's AA guns. See, there's this, but it's not the right color schemes. Plus, I'm not sure what the dimensions of this vehicle actually are. No, let's just do it like this. Let's just put you over there and make you enemy. How about that? Enemy. Ow. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna use this though. Alright, I get it. God damn. Let me just take this as a... I'm gonna reload it. Okay. There we go. Anyway. GSC. SC. I keep forgetting it's SC and not GS. Okay. So that thing is cool, but it's not exactly what I want. And I know that there are guns in this game that are kind of designed for this. So the fact that I'm not seeing one when I search is a little annoying, but it's fine. In theory, it's supposed to be like some relatively large two-barrel design, kind of like the Quadro. Yeah, something kind of like this, except not a red. Yeah, because these still turn really slow. In fact, this might actually work. You fit in the middle. You're a little off to the side. But I could have two. I could do two. Because it is a platform-ish design. These could also work. These also look a little bit better. But again, they're a little off to the side. Now let's see what we have for the Gladius, actually. Gladius might be good. It's also, again, a little bit bigger. However, it's so fucking big that I don't... That's too heavy. Although it does fire at the right rate. You know what? Let's just get the rest of the fort done. How about that? We can get the rest of the walls done. Before I start getting too excited with what I'm actually building. Front, something like this. That should maybe be good. Now we just need armor for it. Guy. Is it fort armor? Is that what it is? It's not. It is armor. Oh, it's armor with you. Oh, where'd TerraTech go? I'm back. So, it's right here. Oh, where'd that go? something like that, actually. That actually feels like it's way too big. But I guess it works. We'll see. What can do that? Bookmarks. It looks so awkward. Oh god, the fortress scanning. I mean, that's a choice. I think it's too big, though. Like I said, I feel like I just need something a little bit smaller. Actually, the bolter might be perfect for this. Damn. That is... Damn, that's fast. Wow, I can't put down a single one of you guys, huh? You all are greedy for fucking space. Holy god. This is not the way I planned on this gun, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the 4 armor makes it, like, too big. I feel like it needs to be, like, a lot smaller. The 4 armor is just too much. Let's just try this, see how this goes. Okay. I mean, it looks alright, I think. It's a platform. It's... I still don't like the fact that it's, like, lopsided a little bit, but... What can you do, I guess? Curiosity. But that one doesn't either. Sure. That's fine. You know what? I'm just gonna take a snapshot of this. I'll come back to it eventually. I'm gonna take a little break. My brain's starting to get a little fried. I gotta go think of some more ideas for both the satellite and for this thing. Since this one it wants to be on 3 and it's lopsided and it's really wonky looking since it's not down in the middle. I'm gonna have to find out a way to compensate for that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will be back in another episode eventually for this. It might be a couple days though. We'll see. Alright, I'm out.